Hey, welcome back to my channel, Side with Pinnacle Trading here. So we have the FOMC meeting coming up next Tuesday and Wednesday, December 13th and 14th. This is going to be one of the biggest one because they're going to talk about inflation and CPI news. So let's jump into it. If you haven't watched my video already on this one, why markets fell today, this was the job reports explained. I talk a lot about on how to read the news itself and why the jobs report was what it was and kind of the technical analysis behind it. But as we can see, December 13th to 14th, that's next Tuesday and Wednesday coming up. That's when the Fed meeting will be. And as we saw in the past, that the last one, CPI for all these items, they rose right here as I'm reading the highlighted section, 0.4% in October, shelter, gas, food, oil, all these things increased. And the main thing that we see is the last one I talked about is the non-farm payrolls. That was higher than expected, which is not good because I talked about this in my video, again this one, and we talked about why that was not good because even though the jobs report was great, this one was actually negative for inflation and for the economy itself. And the main reasons that the Feds are going to be fighting this is to bring down the inflation. But let me just show you a quick secret on what they need to look for. So let's look at the overall market. And last time we saw the CPI news come out and the Fed meeting come out, this was on November 10th. This was released at 8:30 Eastern time pre-market. Markets made a huge gap up and they kept going up, as you can see right over me. They just kept going up and they've still been going up since then. Markets have still continued. If you look at the overall chart on this one, we still see a kind of a downtrend channel on this one, but still, if you look at the Fibonacci, we're still over that 378, 376 area, which is still a solid support for long term. But the main secret that I want to share with you today, or not everybody knows, is that you can see it right here, the non-farm payroll was higher than expected, and we saw that the personal income went up a little bit last time in December, and we also saw average hourly earnings right here. That went up the 0.6%. Usually that would be good, but in this case, the main reason we want to see kind of negative news, I know that's bad to say, but we want these things to be kind of negative. We want to see inflation go up. We want to see these payrolls come down. We also want to see these hourly wages come down. We want to see more unemployment for the Feds to really stop hiking the rates. That's the main thing. Even though that's kind of bad for the economy or bad for the news itself, we want to see these things happen in order for the Feds to pivot and stop hiking the rates and immediately cut back and bring them back down. That's what we want to see. But last time we saw kind of good news, which is great in our normal economy, which we want to see. But in this case, for the Feds to stop hiking rates drastically or make the pivot, we want to see these kind of negative factors come in so that Feds can step in and stop hiking the rates and kind of make things revert back again, if that makes sense. So that's the main thing I wanted to share with you. But looking at the overall market itself, we see that we've seen a dip on this one, but every time we've seen a correction, market crash, recession, real estate bubble, crypto crash, whatever, everything negative, markets have bounced back and they've been higher than ever since before. So if you take today or even a month ago or maybe 2 days in the future, they're going to be higher than they were decades ago. So if you're investing for long term, this is a solid time to be purchasing and buying these dips and corrections and crashes for long term. That's where it really builds up the portfolio. You want to be dollar cost averaging. Again, I'm not a broker, I'm not giving advice, I'm just sharing my thoughts and analysis on this one. So if this video helped you out, make sure to hit that subscribe and the like button, and make sure to join our chat room where I call out all my live day trading, swing trading, investing ideas. Make sure to hit that subscribe and like button, and I'll see you in my next video.